a look at these air conditioning units. They've been gutted and left into pieces. See, the thief or thieves weren't interested in the units themselves, only the copper that was inside. Strong winds caused part of the roof here at Habitat for Humanity's warehouse building to fall onto power lines, causing them, as well as the chimney, to come tumbling down. I crashed a few of those watch parties tonight, hoping to find some rowdy Marshall fans. Callie, it all happened here at the Marathon gas station on Greenbrier Street here in Charleston. Police say a woman alerted a customer that she and a child had just been kidnapped. That's why the St. Albans Police Department is urging its officers to always be aware of their surroundings. Two men walked into the Shuey Athletic building right behind me on November 22nd and helped themselves to $500 in athletic apparel. During the week-long celebration, a candle is lit each night to observe a different principle. Kwanzaa ends on January 1st with a huge feast. Kenny, they were keeping it simple. They're mixing the old Christmas traditions with the new ones. Some families opted to open presents and eat their big holiday dinner last night so that they could have today for other activities. Rick and Cameron Bertolotti are chowing down on crispy chicken instead of Christmas ham. According to online food ordering site Grubhub, Chinese food is 152% more popular today than any other day this year.
We kind of got like the big meal last night. We had like ham and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese, and we come here regularly, so it's kind of become like comfort food to us.
Keeping Main Kwong open during the holidays has become a tradition for owner Karina Kwok. It gives people who have to work a place to get a quick and hot meal.
A lot of people don't have family, they don't have celebrate Christmas, they always come us.
For the Bertolottis, grabbing Chinese takeout means fewer dishes to wash and more time enjoying a pastime.
We actually went to see Unbroken at around noontime, and we're going to see Into the Woods tonight. So this is kind of eating between the movies. So that's pretty much our Christmas this year.
More and more Americans are ditching their traditional Christmas dinner for a meal at the movies.
First time in 12 years.
Why is that?
I work night shift, 4 to 12, 4 to 2. And so when you work evenings, you don't get to see anything. So this is my first.
While the couple enjoys the night off watching Night at the Museum, the Bertolottis are enjoying the taste of their newfound family tradition.
I'd do this again.
We might do it about every other year, I think. Yeah. So it'd be like an every other year tradition.
Gray skies and heavy rain over Lewis County, Kentucky. Fast-moving weather forcing drivers to take it slow along the AA highway. Further north in Maysville, strong afternoon storms left behind destruction and disbelief.
No, nothing like this. I've never seen nothing like this.
Fast-moving winds and a heavy downpour of rain knocked several gas station pumps off their foundation and onto cars at the Road Ranger truck stop on Martin Luther King Highway. Empty semi-trucks were tossed onto their sides like toys.
There were 4 vehicles at the fuel pumps that were damaged, had some broken windows, some dents. I know one fuel pump blew over on the door, and the door wouldn't hardly open.
Those who looked on say the sunny weather changed in an instant. A down power line just across the street left dozens of businesses without electricity and customers. It's a storm the Kentucky town is glad to see pass, one they hope they'll never see again.
I was sitting on my couch and the trees, my neighbor's trees was flashing, going, and I thought they was going to uproot. The ruin is that hard.
Charleston police were back at Fifth Third Bank in Canal City Wednesday afternoon for the third time in 2 years. This time, investigators are searching for this man, seen in surveillance photos wearing a black hat, black shirt, and blue jeans.
We're looking for a white male suspect. He actually wore a mask during the robbery.
Masked and armed with a handgun. That's how police described the suspect who walked into the McCorkle Avenue bank around 2 p.m. They say the robber jumped over the counter, demanded money, and jetted out of the bank and into a blue Nissan Altima, which had 2 people waiting inside.
It's odd to me because it's not the greatest location in the world if you're a bank robber, in my opinion.
But the robbery doesn't come as a surprise to Erica Atkins, who can see the bank from her front yard.
This is a pretty quiet neighborhood. We all feel safe here, but it's starting to, the crime activity is going up, and I believe it has a lot to do with drugs.
Atkins says she grew up on this street and remembers playing games in what's now the bank's parking lot. The 29-year-old says because of bank robberies and other crimes, few neighborhood kids will have those same memories.
Now there's children next door who play in the parking lot there and ride their bicycles, but you're always on guard because it is a bank and people are money hungry and people steal.
Adam Costello and Cassandra Blankenship have been living beside a big blue eyesore for nearly 3 years. They say just about every critter inside that condemned house has made its way over to their yard.
Roaches, flies,
Here lately it's been not just that, but rodents as well, like rats.
Possum.
The two have even seen snakes. It's an encounter that occurs whenever the grass gets too high. Because of that, neighbors on 16th Street here in Dunbar take turns cutting the grass to keep neighborhood kids safe.
If you let a yard get so high, bugs and animals will just hide in it, and anybody walking by that fence can easily get hit by a snake or something.
Hugh Lishman, the city's building inspector, says he's aware of the problem. One highlighted last week when a severely decomposed body was found inside this abandoned building on Myers Avenue. Lishman says he's working with several property owners to get abandoned and dilapidated properties torn down. He says it takes a little bit of patience and a lot of money.
I'm working with the owners to get them done. Demolition's expensive. Most people don't have several $1,000s laying around to just go down and knock a house down.
Lishman says deserted properties are only part of the problem. Lazy landlords are another.
If we're having a grass problem, I'll send you a letter and say, hey, your grass is outside the limits, mow. You have 7 days to mow it. And if you don't, then I'll issue a summons to appear in court.
The building inspector says the city has an 80% success rate in court. As for Costello and Blankenship, they're remaining hopeful their next door neighbor will be a person instead of an animal.